Hey everyone, Justin here with S&S Archery. In today's gear video, we're going to be looking at the all-new 3-pin vertical cartridge from UltraView. All right guys, getting started in today's gear video. Today we're going to be looking at the all-new 3-pin vertical cartridge from UltraView. And ideally, we're going to help you in determining what you can expect for your pin gaps. Because this pin configuration system doesn't allow you to adjust those pin gaps, you're pretty much set on the speed of your bow. So for my setup, I'm running a 70-pound bow, maxed out, so 70 pounds, 29-inch draw with an arrow that weighs 480 grains, shooting roughly 271 feet per second. So if you're roughly in that ballpark, this is going to get you really close, but overall construction, very simplistic. Not a lot of the fibers are exposed, which is nice. I am a little bit curious about the bottom pin because it's so low in the housing, just above the bubble level. How is it going to perform at longer distances? So we're going to go ahead and find out. But the nice thing about the top pin is it is in the center of the housing. So like with all the other UltraView scopes, you could swap them out. You don't have to mess with your sight tapes. So very cool. If I wanted to ditch the new 3-pin, go back to a single pin or a double pin, my top pin is always centered. So very cool. So I'm going to get this swapped out, step up to 20 yards. We're going to basically get the top pin shooting at 20. I'm just going to move back roughly around 30 yards. I'm guessing I'm going to get 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that ballpark. Shoot at 30 yards, see where that middle pin's shooting. If I have to make an adjustment moving up or down basically on the target, I'll just move back, step closer, step further away. So we'll go ahead and get started. Pretty close right there. Move it to the right just a touch. I'll shoot one more. I'm just looking to get this top pin right at 20, and then we'll move back and determine where that 30-yard pin's going to shoot. Okay, that looks good. I'll go ahead and pull those arrows. We'll slide back to 30 yards. Start there. If I have to move up or back just to get the elevation right, we can do that. That's pretty close. So. All right guys, so we shot 20 yards, got that top pin dialed, moved back to 30, shot, and it worked out. So now I'm on to the bottom pin, starting here at 40 yards. We'll just see where we're at. So a little high. Same spot. So we'll go ahead and bump back 2 or 3 yards. And that one was money. All right, so now that I've taken a couple of steps back, go ahead and range it just to see what it ended up being. 42.5 yards. So top pin set at 20, middle pin I'm gonna guess is more like 31 yards, and then the bottom pin is right around 42. So about 11-yard gap in between for my setup. So depending on if you have a faster bow, you're going to see obviously a little bit more yardage. If you're slower, you're gonna have a little less, but 10 yards, that's pretty good. The bottom pin is tricky to shoot, so it's gonna take lots of practice because it's so low in the housing, but definitely doable. The last thing you would need to do if this is the setup you're going to be running is move your indicators to those yardages. So if I was in the default position, had my sight tapes done, just move down your 3 indicators to match up with 20, 31, and 42 and a half yards. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully that answered some questions. If you guys have any thoughts, any questions about UltraView or anything else that we've done in the past, please feel free to give us a call. Shoot us an email. We'd be glad to help. And thanks for watching.